Now for the first coin that we're going to look at here, it's going to be a clashed die coin. So it is the 2000 Jefferson nickel with an obverse and reverse clashed die. So if we zoom in here on the coin, you can see the design of the reverse coming through here on the obverse. So that's that clashed die error. Now we see here on the reverse the outline and the design of Jefferson here on the back of the nickel. So very cool, super simple error to look for in your pocket change. Literally all you got to do is just go through your nickels and see if you got anything like this. So definitely an awesome coin to find. If you do find it, definitely get it graded. This coin here sold for over $400. Next up is a 2000 Jefferson nickel that's sold on eBay. It's not graded by a coin grading company. It's just struck off center, and this coin sold for a little over $20. Here's another off center sold on eBay. You can tell it's not as off center as the last coin we just looked at, but this coin did sell for nearly $30 on eBay. Moving on to the 2000 Denver Minted Jefferson nickel. Now this one has the high grade. So graded at a mint state 67. And because of that high grade, this coin sold for over $600. Now keep in mind, just because you have a 2000 Jefferson nickel doesn't mean that it's worth $600. It's because of a high grade. So the coin grading scale only goes up to 70. So this one has that high grade close to 70. That's why the coin has value. Now if your coin's just a regular 2000 Jefferson nickel, it's been scratched up in circulation, in pocket change, doesn't have any errors, then it's only going to be worth its face value of 5 cents. But this coin here definitely is worth a lot more than 5 cents. This Jefferson nickel has been struck on a 1978 Lincoln penny. So 2000 Jefferson nickel on a 1978 penny. You can see the word Liberty from penny right underneath Jefferson's chin there. And then here on the reverse, you see the design of the penny on the reverse of the nickel. So very, very cool error. I would love to find one of these in a coin roll from the bank. This coin sold for over $3,700, $3,700 nickel. Now for the high grade of the P mint mark 2000 Jefferson nickel, this coin sold for nearly $600 as well, again because of that high grade. Next up is a very cool coin. Now this coin is very, very expensive and valuable. So this is a 2000 P mint mark Jefferson nickel. You can see here on the front it looks damaged, wore out. However, it was struck with 2 obverse dies. So it does not have a reverse. Here's one side of the coin, here's the other side of the coin. Both obverses, so 2 fronts to the coin. Now that is going to make the coin extremely valuable, and that's why this nickel sold for over $20,000. I cannot imagine finding a double-headed nickel in pocket change. That would be insane. $20,000. I mean, that would really help some people out for sure. Next up is a 2000 S proof Jefferson nickel. Now this coin is valuable because it's got that perfect grade. It's graded at a proof 70. You cannot get better grade than that. This coin sold for over $100. So if you're not familiar with the difference between proof coins and business strike coins, watch my proof coin video and check out the rest of these nickels that are worth money that you should always be on the lookout for. Different types of errors and things like that to look for in your pocket change. Here is an image of a regular business strike 1971 nickel and then the 1971 S proof nickel. So you see the proof nickel there at the bottom and then the regular business strike there on the top. Now the top coin there is typically the one that you will see in your pocket change and in circulation. Now the proof coin, you can find those in circulation and pocket change. I've done it before. However, you're most likely going to see the business strike all the time. So there is the difference. You can really tell the difference between a proof and a business strike coin. Also, if we zoom in there, you will notice the S mint mark there on the proof coin. So that is very important because we're actually going to be looking at the proof coin in this video. And what's going to make that valuable is this image right here, the 1971 proof nickel that has the no S mint mark. These are supposed to have the S mint mark. However, this one does not. Now if we go back to the business strike, you will see that it does not have a mint mark, and it's not supposed to. The business strikes are Philadelphia mints. They didn't have mint marks on those, so they're not supposed to. The one on the bottom, the proof coin, is supposed to have an S mint mark. Now, so here's an example. If you guys come across any of these proof sets from 1971, you want to check your nickels and see if they have that S mint mark. So this proof set here, because the nickel does not have the S on it, sold for over $1,200. Now here is another proof set that is graded. Now this one here, again, the nickel does not have that S mint mark, as we can see here in the image displayed. And this set of coins sold for over $1,100 because of the no S nickel. And then if we look at the 1971 no S, that is just graded by itself. This one is graded at a proof 69 deep cameo. So nearly a perfect coin, because the coin grading scale only goes up to 70. This is at a proof 69. So a very, very high grade for this coin. If you're not too familiar with coin grading, I do have 2 whole videos on that. Just go to YouTube, type in coin grading, and you guys will find those videos. Now, this 1971 nickel here sold for over $7,600. $7,600. Let's look at this proof nickel. This is a 1968 proof nickel, so you'll see these in proof sets. You can actually find proof coins in circulation and pocket change as well. I've found proof coins in pocket change and, of course, in coin rolls from the bank. Now, the proof coin here, 1968S, they only made a little over 3 million of those. But that is not to get confused with the regular Business Strike 1968S, because they produced over 100 million of the Business Strike 1968S. So there's the S mint mark for 1968, regular Business Strike, and then the proof coin where they only made 3 million. So don't get those two confused. I do have a whole video describing the difference between proof coins and Business Strike coins, so be sure to check that out. Now this 1968D here, this is a Business Strike as well. They made 91 million of those coins. So the proof coin is really the one to look for. Now, this is a 1968D, but it does have an extremely high grade. So that's what's gonna give it value. It's graded at a mint state 67. The coin grading scale only goes up to 70. So if you're not familiar with that, type in coin grading Couch Collectibles on YouTube and you'll find those videos. Now, this coin here, because of the high grade, sold for over $1,000. But let's move on to the regular 1968S Business Strike. This coin here is graded at a mint state 66, and it does have full steps. That's what's going to give it a lot of value. And this nickel sold for over $4,100. Now, something to look for on the 1968S proof is an RPM, a repunched mint mark. So we can see that the S mint mark here is repunched on the proof coin. So if you have any 1968 proof sets, definitely put your coins underneath the microscope, the nickels, to see if the coin mint mark is repunched. Because if it is, then it's going to give the coin some value. Now, here's an example of that coin that has that repunched mint mark. The proof coin 1968S RPM repunched mint mark. This coin here sold for over $400. 400 bucks. Here's a 1968S proof that is extremely high graded, almost a perfect grade, graded at a proof 69 deep cameo. Again, the coin grading scale only goes up to 70. This is at a 69. This one does not have an RPM or any type of errors on it. It's just a very high graded coin, and this coin sold for over $165. There is a doubled die reverse. We're definitely going to be looking for these underneath the USB coin microscope here in just 1 minute, but you can see the doubling here on the letters on the reverse of the coin. And here's another example of that as well. So that will give the coin some value if you do find one with real doubling. And there is a difference between machine doubling and a true double die coin. I do have a whole video on that, so be sure to go check that out. Now, before we hop into the double die reverses real quick, I'm going to show you guys some other 1962 nickels that sold for some big money. Now, this one here is a very high graded Jefferson nickel from 1962 that has full steps. So it's graded at a MS 67, meaning mint state 67. The coin grading scale only goes up to 70, so it is an extremely high grade. That and the full steps is what's going to give that particular coin value. Now, this nickel here sold for over $21,000. Now this next 1962 is a proof nickel. Now if you're not familiar with proof coins, I also have a video on that explaining the difference between proof coins and regular coins, which are business strike coins. Now this one here is graded at a proof 69 deep cameo. So that is a very, very high grade, about as high as it gets. Like I said, it only goes up to 70. This one's graded at a 69. Now this one here sold for over $1,000. Now on to a double die reverse. This one here didn't sell for big money. However, it still sold for over 40 bucks. So not too bad. Definitely wouldn't get it graded. I personally wouldn't if you're only gonna sell it for 40 bucks. But still, an awesome coin to look for. It's an error to look for and to add to your coin collection. And you could sell them on eBay for maybe a little cheaper if it's not graded. Don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I will see you all in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.